Hello to everyone who watches this video. Okay, please watch it to the end because I have some commentary, but I'm going to give you the fact that there's no verdict as of yet. Okay, the commentary is, I am amazed that there's no verdict after 4 days of deliberation and nearly 24 hours of time. That means that these 12 people have been in jury deliberation for 6 hours a day for 4 days, and they're deadlocked. They sent a note about 3 o'clock or 1 o'clock or something. 1 o'clock said, despite going over all the evidence and taking our time and doing due diligence, we cannot reach a verdict. So what does the judge do? Say, okay, well, have some lunch and go and try again. So then, here's where the thoughts and the commentary come in. All right. I think that obviously there's either a split, meaning some people believe she's guilty and some people believe she's not guilty, or a lot of people believe one way or the other, and there's one or two holdouts, and they can't come to a decision. Now, the judge can decide after they send a note like that whether or not to send them back in or not. At some point, even if they don't come to a decision, they're going to have to come to some kind of something because you can't have a jury out forever. So, here's what I hope happens, because I understand the legal system a little bit better than my first trial. I hope they come back with a not guilty verdict for two main reasons. The main reason is I don't think she's guilty at all. I've talked about that over and over, so I will not go over that again. However, the other reason I want her to be found not guilty is because if they declare a hung jury, that means there is a possibility she could be tried again for the same crime or for the crime. That's why I want a not guilty verdict. On the other side, I would like to move on from this case and move on to the next one. And also, I don't know. At a certain point, I think that you have gone over all the evidence, thought of every question you could think of, because you have to remember there are 12 people there. 12. Okay? So that means there has to be 12 different opinions. Okay? So if I have my list of questions and another person has a list of questions and another person has a list of questions times 12, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to cover 90 to 95 of all the questions that anybody might have. So, I just don't understand what the holdout is. On the one hand, I don't want them to make a hasty decision and just to decide something to decide. I'm not saying that. But at some point, Bev has to make a choice on what to do next, because I'm not going through another 4 days of this. Yes, I want the best for Karen Reed. I want the best for every defendant on trial ever. However, I am a human being. I need to move on at some point and just say, okay, this is it. So I'm at that point. And plus, I really thought it would only take a couple of hours, maybe 4 or 5 tops. to make a decision because I thought they would go in there and say guilty or not guilty across the board and just fill out the form the way you're supposed to and sign and done. Okay? That's not how it's happening. Now, like I said, I want them to do due diligence, but at a point it's over the line. So I'm conflicted. Um, I I will think she is not guilty every day. She is not guilty. But as I've learned, just because you think something and want something doesn't mean that's going to happen. So there that is. All right. Bye, everybody.